Peace be still. Hello, brilliant ones. My sister and I were talking last week and she used the phrase, "What are you calling your mountain?" Now, mountains usually refer to things that are bad that you have to deal with in your life, but they can also refer to things that are good, like challenges you have to take, like a class you have to take before you graduate. You have 120 hours before you graduate with a specific degree, and you have to take that class in order to graduate. So it can also refer to something you have to deal with and achieve in your life. Now, we're going to talk about three things that what are you calling your mountain? And the first thing is what you really have to do is you call it, number one, gone. Get rid of it. Say you have this pretty mansion inside a plane. It's like 15 stories. It has 2 pools, 3 tennis courts. It's like your whole family comes in this beautiful green plane. And once a year they come and you have reunions. You even built a chapel out there to have private family weddings. It's just wonderful. You can play all sorts of games in the fields and stuff, and you have a good time. And then imagine there's a mountain blocking out the sun. Now this is a chant. Now we're referring to what do you call your mountain? Now there's a mountain that is now blocking the sun from it casts a shadow over your multi-billion-dollar estate that you built for your family and y'all are enjoying. So, gone. Get rid of it. Stomp it into the ground. Attack that thing like ants. TNT that sucker. That's the first thing. That's what you have to do is with that challenge. Gone. Call it gone. Deal with it. Get rid of it. It doesn't matter. By all means necessary. If it's a problem in your life, something you don't want in there, you need to attack it. Get rid of it. Call it gone. The Bible says, Mark 11:23, for verily I say unto you, if 2 of you shall agree on it. No, that's it. That's another one. That's not Mark 11:23. It says, for verily I say unto you, that whosoever shall say to this mountain, be thou removed and be thou cast into the sea, and shall not doubt in his heart, but shall believe that those things which he saith shall come to pass. That is actually, I wanted to throw that in. That's actually the context we were speaking about. So get rid of it. Call it gone. Do whatever you need to do. Get rid of it. Take that thing and get it out of your life. Whatever. If it has to be addressed, address it. For instance, that class. You have to take it. 120 hours. First semester, and you just sit there and you don't want to do it. Second semester, you sit there and you don't want to do it. Third semester, fourth semester, fifth semester, sixth semester, seventh semester, eighth semester. You really have to do it. So you just take the class. And of course, it was a very, very easy class that you probably should have took at the first semester, and you would have knocked that mountain out at the very, very beginning. And also, so that's it. Call it gone. Get rid of it. 2, huh? What are you calling your mountains? 2, huh? H-U-H, question mark. That is, be unaware of its existence. Now, most mountains start as a mound. We refer to problems in your life that has to be dealt with, or challenges like that class. It starts as a mound and eventually it starts blocking the sun. So you have your beautiful mansion and this beautiful chateau inside of this, on this plane, but it just starts growing. The mountain starts getting larger and larger and larger. Like if it's a habit of doing something you don't particularly care to be doing in your life, and you sit there and it's like, oh, that's not that bad. It's okay if I miss don't practice. I start at music school and you don't practice the first day. It's easy to be lazy, with the lazy bunch, the lazy group at school. So they're not practicing. So at the beginning of the semester, they're not practicing. And each day, it just gets bigger and bigger because you're not practicing. Then the next day you don't practice, and you're building this into your schedule of not practicing. You're building this into your body that you're not going to practice. You're building this up, and it's getting bigger and bigger that you don't practice. And eventually, when the end of the semester comes and you have to sing or do your proficiency exam or whatever you have to do for the class, just like a term paper, Just like any project that's due for work, or like we said, the class. I mean, it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and you know, it's like, okay, I need to do this. Anxiety builds up. I mean, laziness builds up. I mean, and then in the end, and of course, the amount of time and energy you're gonna have to put into it is probably even going to be even more like if you have to practice and you have a piece you have to perform at the end of the semester, and it's in Latin, and you don't know Latin, so that means you have to learn the notes, and then you have to go back and learn the words, but then you have to know how to pronounce the words, so when those people sitting in front of you, they're just not like glazing over with shock, like what's this kid doing? I mean, he doesn't know. So I mean, that's like unaware of its existence. Calling the mountain, huh? I didn't know that was there. I mean, someone comes in and says, you should practice, buddy. And you're like, huh? Oh, yeah, maybe I should practice. Or, you know, it is something you just let build into your life, like oversleeping, being lazy, or something like that. You know, it's like you were unaware. You know, the first day you just slept in, second day you slept in, third day, and it gets longer and longer. Next thing you know, you're just sleeping in, and it's like just being lazy. So that's like being unaware of its existence. You're calling the mountain, huh? I mean, like, I didn't know it was there. Sometimes it's good, you know, to have friends who point things out, you know, they have to be dealt with. So it's huh, then of course, you call it gone, you get rid of it. Start setting that alarm. Don't snooze for 15 hours after the thing goes off. So, and the last one is home. What are you calling your mountain? Home. Now this is bad. This is turning your mountain into a tourist attraction. You set up camp, you cope with it. I mean, you make it a part of your life. No, you don't want to do that. If the mountain is get a degree in science, and it's there. You know you're supposed to get a degree in science, but you know, just for some, it's not, well, you just don't do it. I mean, the mountain's still gonna be there. You don't bulldoze the sucker out your life. You have to get the degree. You know you have to get it. God told you to get to the degree. I mean, it's like, you want to do something great in science. You know, God's going to have you discover something. But the mountain's there. You have to do it. But you call the mountain home. You like set up camp. You know, it's like, I know I got to get that degree. But you just don't do anything about it. That is dangerous territory. That's not good for us and the rest of the world. God's giving you a dream, and you're just gonna sit there. You gotta get the degree over there, and you don't get it. It just becomes a part of your life, and it builds horrible anxiety, and it's like, it's not good. The Bible says, hope deferred maketh the heart sad, you know, sad or sick, well, whatever it says. Hope deferred maketh the heart sad. I mean, you know, that's just not good. It's just there. I mean, you just don't, I mean, it's a habit, something you don't want to have in your life, and it just builds, and you just accept it. We don't want you to accept that. Do not accept that. So that's it. What do you call your mountain? Gone. Get rid of it. That's what you're supposed to do. Be unaware of its existence. Or home. Turn it into a tourist attraction. Do not turn it into a tourist attraction. Do not be unaware of its existence. I mean, who cares if it's been there all your life and you're used to it? Get rid of it. I mean, level it. I mean, just get rid of it. Just get rid of it. Get rid of it. Call it gone. And that's it. Lord bless you and keep you. Lord make his face shine upon you, be gracious unto you. Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. Bye.